When a man don't pay child support, you should not withhold the child. Because a child cannot be a pawn. The relationship between the child and the father is not an economic one. The child knows nothing about that. So when you withhold the child's visitation rights because of money, you wrong. You don't know what the cat going through. Probably lost everything in the divorce anyway. So now he ain't got nothing. Now he don't have the money. You can't keep a child away from a man because he don't have child support payments. That's wrong, because the relationship for the daughter is to feel a man's love that's genuine and sincere, so she grows up and understands what to look for when she's looking for a man.
I completely agree. This should be a thing that if the mother withheld the child because of child support, the mother should lose child support. Also, another law should be the mother should not receive any child support if she doesn't allow the father to see the child. Because at the end of the day, it's not fair for the dad and the child to not be bonding together because the mother decided to be bitter, selfish, or greedy.
Hey, y'all crazy. Get my keys, sir.
Oh no. JJ either drunk some shit or what, because she too into the music.
Where's the joke? I love comedy. I love laughing. But I ain't find nothing funny. I ain't seen nothing funny in this ratchet video. All I saw was a ratchet single mom, most likely, a bitter baby mama, a BBM, that was twerking in front of her kids, that had her kids, her daughters, rapping out ratchet music, cussing and everything, had her daughter sticking middle finger in the air, had the other one sipping grape juice like it's gin and juice. And it had some freaking hyena in the background recording and laughing. Dogs, y'all are disgusting, man. And these are the ones, the court, the judge, the system by default give them 100% custody to raise them kids. Those daughters, those little girls, those babies, man, they're done. Their future are done, most likely. If that's how they're being raised, man, listen, they're about to be single moms. They're about to be on Section 8, ratchet, and most likely their moms, I bet you she's keeping her dad away from them.
You want to know why dads want receipts for their child support? Because we know those lie. We know they lie to steal money from their baby daddies. We know they lie to steal money from the government. And if they're willing to lie about that, what else are they willing to lie about? Literally everything. So stop giving all these single baby mamas all the credit. They didn't do it on their own. Baby daddies are paying.
Now, you know it's true when another woman saying, hey, here's how we lie. Here's how we lie about child support. Here's how we lie about doing it ourselves. And what she's saying is exact facts. Now, I'm not saying all women do this. I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying the majority, especially the ones that are BBMs, bitter baby mamas. A lot of times they will, in court, lie in the courtroom in front of the judge and say they're not making no money at all. They don't have a job. They can't take care of the child. The father's not pitching in. They will lie their butt off. They will lie on the financial affidavit, commit perjury. But in family court, perjury means nothing in family court, unfortunately, right? So they will lie their butt off to receive more money and child support. They will also deny the father time sharing, refuse to let the father be a father, refuse to let the dad be involved, because she knows the more the dad is involved, the less she'll get in child support. The more the father is absent, the more she'll receive in child support. So she will lie her butt off about being unemployed and have no kind of income to get more money in child support. Okay, here's my final thought. Number one, moms, listen to me. If the father doesn't give you child support or any kind of financial, money, you shouldn't use that as a way to deny that man time sharing. Your child is not a pawn. I mean, if anything, to me, you are a villain, because that's what villains do, right? They'll say, hey, if you don't give me X amount of money, then you will never see your kid anymore. That's literally what a villain would do in movies and also in real life. So do not be a villain, moms. Fathers, if you are court ordered to pay child support, of course, pay it. Because if you don't, there will be consequences from the court. That could either be you having your license suspended, your passport blocked where you can't travel, or you might even go to jail, right? So just pay it if you are court ordered to do so. But however, understand that regardless if you don't pay child support, that doesn't give the mother of your child the rights to deny you time sharing. What I would do, fathers, is I would take her to court and have a court order time sharing plan in place. What that does is it will legally say, hey, here are the dates, days, and things regarding the child that I have rights and access to, right? So let's say if you have 50-50 time sharing, both physical and joint custody, number one, that reduces your child support. Number two, what it would do is, even if you don't pay child support that month or whatever, she can't deny you time sharing. You can go bring her to court and hold in contempt. That's just the facts, right? So keep that in mind. Now, the second video, what you saw, man, is that some of these moms are very ratchet, unfortunately. They are raising these kids to be very ratchet like themselves. They're not good role models. They are showcasing bad parenting, because there's no way you think it's okay to let a child act up like that, right? Throwing a middle finger. You out here twerking from the child. She's rapping to cuss word music. That to me, it is a form of abuse. I would call it child neglect. Hey, that's just me. And I don't think these kind of parents should have children, or at least have custody of their children. And like I said before in that video, most likely she kept the dad away from the children. And this tie in to what I said earlier about how the mom would deny the father time sharing just for child support. If you look at the chick in the second video, most likely she's doing that. I'm sure she's receiving child support, and I know she's denying the father access so she can get more child support. And the outcome is kids are being raised very ratchet. The last video, my thought about that is kind of, tied into everything else, is that, man, listen, these moms, not all of them, by the way, just most and some, they do lie just so they can receive more child support. To me, child support itself does more harm to the child than good, right? Any mom or any person, anybody that would lie their butt off and hold the child hostage for more money, to me, you are evil, you are the devil, you are a villain. That's my honest truth, man. My thing is, listen, y'all, keep the kids away from this foolery, from this baboonry nonsense. No child should be used as a pawn, as a weapon. No child should be used as in, hey, if I don't get what I want, then I'm gonna make sure the child doesn't have the other parent. That is disgusting. Fathers, man, we have to fight back. Bring them to court. Of course, it would cost money, but it don't really have to. I can show you how to do it. You can learn how to rep yourself in court. Just have that court order time sharing plan in place. That becomes you guys' law between each other as what to do and what not to do regarding the child. Don't give up the fight. As a matter of fact, I know, a lot of dads don't want to do this, but sometimes I think we got to put them on child support so they can see how it feels. It'll be hard to do because, as you know, child support is a business, and they know if men receive more custody, then they won't make any money regarding child support, because we know men don't really care about child support, but we should start making them pay child support so they can say, you know what, enough is enough, let's get rid of it. Until they start paying for child support, there will always be child support. And to me, like I said, child support is a fraud, a scam, a business, and it does more harm to the child than good. I would like to also include, we should enforce child support fraud. In other words, if it can be proven that she committed child support fraud, then that person, that woman, most likely it's always a mom. I'm not saying no dads can't receive child support and don't receive child support. Very minor, little bit amount of number of dads, receive child support, but let's be honest here. The majority, it is the moms that receive child support. So I said to say, if she lies and it can be proven that she lied on her financial affidavit, then we should uphold her to the perjury crime that she committed and hold her accountable. Another way can be if she is denying the father time sharing for the sake of not paying child support. Once again, that should be some kind of crime. It's not child support fraud, but that itself should be a crime. Fraud can be if she lied about being unemployed, or she's hiding asset, or hiding money, or hiding any kind of extra monthly income. Then that woman should be held accountable for child support fraud. If she lied about not having an amount of resource or enough money and she's on food stamp, once again, that should be a fraud. I'm sure there's laws in place for stuff like this, but it's not enforced because numerous times a lot of moms, a lot of BBMs are committing child support fraud, lying on the documents, lying about being unemployed. There's no way you can have a child and not be employed at all in America. That's not possible. That's not possible. For some reason, the judge believed him. The judge believed that this mom saying, I'm unemployed, have a kid, I'm by myself, but then they can't pay child support, pay at all. What are your thoughts? Comment below. I want to know what you think about all this, and I actually want to have a whole dialogue in the comment section, so please comment below. All right, so last thing, listen, if you are a parent and you have a court order in place, but it's being violated because the other person is either denying you time sharing or bad mouthing you in front of the child, and you want to take action, but you can't afford an attorney because they are very expensive. Well, good thing, man. Listen, I have a new tool called Docket Mind. Docket Mind will help you create a motion under 5 minutes without spending thousands on attorneys. It's very simple. Go to docketmind.com, click Start My Motion. From there on, put in your very basic info that you need inside of a motion. And after that, it's very easy. Just tap in what it's asking you. It's pretty much like multiple choice. You're not writing anything to describe the motion or what happened, what's going on. This platform, Docket Mind, will do everything for you. Within 5 minutes or less, you will have a court-ready motion that you can file by yourself. Right now, we launch in Florida, but we will be in other states. If you're not in Florida, just go here, go to Docket Mind, and kind of just go to join the wait list. And from there on, just kind of add your information, which states are you in, your name, your email, and also what's the issue. And then when we launch in your state, you will be notified. All right, guys, take care, okay? Don't forget, docketmind.com.